pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Spencer. We'll start off with the Secretary's report.
The minutes were read for the March 13th meeting and accepted. The Treasurer's report as of 4/1/11, checking $13,016.61, savings $3,983.51. The Treasurer's report was accepted. As far as legislative updates goes, Sherm reported everything was on hold for now. Old business, Bob announced that if anyone is not getting email updates, they're to see Candy or Kathy with their email address. Candy stressed the importance of members spreading the word about Nhmro. Word of mouth is the best way to get the word out. She also spoke on the issues with Northampton and Al from Seacoast Harley-Davidson, who filed a lawsuit against Northampton. As part of the federal judgment, Al is being reimbursed for legal fees, which totals around $8,500. Instead of putting the money back into the dealership, he's going to be using the money and put it towards an awareness campaign to get folks in the Seacoast area to really pay attention to how they're riding. New business, Bob spoke about the membership drive. For every 5 new people you get to sign up, you get a year's membership free. He also mentioned that the Nhmro website has PayPal for anyone who wants to join or renew. He also spoke on May being Motorcycle Awareness Month. Upcoming events, Tom spoke on the 3rd annual Bike Week kickoff party, which is June 11th, at Macris's Steak and Lobster Pound on 106 in Concord. Bob spoke on the 1st annual Ride for Your Rights Poker Run, which is July 17th. The summer meeting at Milford and Company Clubhouse, which is August 14th. The State Line Swap Meet in Dover, which was May 15th. The 50-50 was drawn, and the meeting adjourned around 2:15.
Do I have a motion to accept the Secretary's report as read? Second? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? So moved, thank you. Move on to the Treasurer's report.
As of May 1st, checking account $13,178.81. Savings account $3,983.51.
Motion to accept the Treasurer's report as read. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? So moved, thank you. We're going to move on to old business, legislative update. Pass the mic over to Sherman.
Give him the mic too.
Well, we got some good news, and unfortunately, I got some bad news. The governor signed our bill that prevents the state of New Hampshire from taking any money for roadside-only checkpoints. I think we're the first state in the country to do that. That's the good news. The bill concerning the dressing attire in clubs, that's been held in committee. We will have something in January. Unfortunately, there's a new representative that plans on introducing the noise bill again for next year. So everybody can put on the calendar, next year the noise bill will be back. It's a woman from the Seacoast. Our filing period opens next week, and she's told me she's going to put it in again. So I don't think we'll have a helmet bill, but we will have a noise bill to contend with again next year, it looks like.
Question. On the attire bill, why was that tabled?
It wasn't tabled, it was retained in committee to work on it. There was some political reasons there, but we'll get something positive out of it. The girl in charge, the rep in charge of it, Jen Coffey, has guaranteed me, and she's a good friend of ours, that we'll get, she's the vice chairman of the Commerce Committee. We're gonna get something decent out of this thing. So I'm confident that we'll be fine.
Peter has a question.
Yeah,
Yeah, Pete?
that noise bill that is going to be introduced next year, is it similar to the one that Judah Day did, or is it?
Same thing.
It's the same exact bill?
Same, I would assume, I don't, obviously haven't seen the language, but yeah, she wants the stickers on the pipes.
Thank you.
Can you give us the name of this person?
Let's let her introduce it first. It'll be within the next couple of weeks,
Okay.
just in case she doesn't. But she told me on Wednesday she was going to. After she came to me and asked me to reduce our noise limit down to 80 dBs. So when I told her I wouldn't do that, she got kind of feisty. I don't think she likes me. I was so heartbroken. Yeah, I know. I went home and cried all night.
Obviously.
Had to start drinking all over again.
Is she a Republican?
Yeah,
Sad to say yes.
sad to say.
No, it just shows you labels don't mean nothing.
Oh, go away.
They don't mean, well, but they don't.
I thought you weren't going to speak today.
No, but that's my point. When people say, oh, they're Republicans, they definitely are on our side. Oh, they're Democrats, they're definitely against it. It doesn't matter. You know, people hide behind labels. You shouldn't count on anybody because of their party affiliation. Oh, stop it. I'm just saying. Yes.
How many years have we?
You're talking, Charlie. You said you weren't going to talk.
I know. Zip it up.
Hi, Joe, I'll let you talk.
Come on up.
I like to hear from you now and then. Thank you, Chairman. We will post it on the website.
Email.
There will be an email that we do. For those who do email and are not on our list, and you are current members, after the meeting, if you want to be notified, please see Candy. It's important. She does work on this, and she sends out a lot of information. And I know a lot of people like to know what's going on. We got summertime coming up. Most of us, we're not even home anymore. We're busy. And we might stop home, check our email once in a while, and it's very important to let everybody know what's going on. And if you know anybody that doesn't get on a computer or doesn't know how to use a computer, your support, let them know.
We have some printouts over there that don't.
You know, what's going on, Candy just mentioned we got some printouts on the table over there. So if you know somebody that doesn't have a computer and they want to know some information, pick it up, share it. This is your organization. People only know we exist through the membership, word of mouth, and to keep this organization going, and for us to stand up here and work behind the scenes to give you your freedom to ride without being dictated on what you have to do is very important. And it's very important with the membership, as I say every month, is to get people to join. $20 a year? Come on, we all spend more than that, just one night going out and enjoy ourselves.
Tank of gas.
Yeah? Thank you, gas, too. Yeah, unfortunately. Now to pass the mic over to Candy. She's going to talk to you a little bit about the awareness program.
Actually, this is an awareness program as it relates to the town of Northampton and the Seacoast area. As was mentioned in the notes from the last meeting, I talked with Chief Page out in the Seacoast, Northampton, and he mentioned that there's a coalition of the police officers out in the Seacoast who are working on an awareness program for the sound and the noise out there. So I'm sure you're going to see a lot of signs on the side of the road. Our friends from Seabrook, right? Have they started posting any signs?
I haven't seen any yet.
No signs yet. They just actually had it in the paper, I believe it was Friday. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled open for that. While I have the mic, I'm just going to go ahead and move into the update from Beast of the East. For those of you who don't know that, East of the East is the East Coast Conference for state motorcycle rights organizations to get together and share information, find out what's going on at the federal level. So Tom Walsh, myself, and my husband attended the meeting last weekend. The major focus that's being driven by the MRF, which is the Motorcycle Riders Foundation, is primarily on crash prevention as opposed to injury prevention. So they're trying to be advocates with a lot of the federal agencies to not push for helmet laws, but to push for education to prevent the crashes, to give people the skills and the knowledge to know how to ride, to avoid those situations. So that's a major, major focus. Another thing that I picked up in a session that I attended, the AMA, the American Motorcyclists Association, as well as the MRF, combined, they're watching over 700 pieces of state legislation across the country. Out of that over 700, 1/3 of those have to do with distracted driving. So that means folks who are using the cell phone, texting, whatever technology that's causing that distracted driving. There was legislation just about in every state in regards to that. So we need to be vigilant and make sure that, we're aware that people, as I'm sure you are, aren't paying attention when they're driving. They don't just focus on the driving. The third item that I want to mention about the Beast is that out of, again, over 700 bills of legislation from around the country, another third was in regards to noise and state legislation. Did I spend my quarter already? So the other third was in regards to noise and state inspections. I know Maine has been going through a lot this year, so if you do any riding in Maine, we'll try to get you some information out. New Hampshire's been keeping me so busy that I haven't been able to collect that information, but we'll get that out to you. Massachusetts, still fighting the battle. So it's not just here in New Hampshire and the Seacoast region, it really is nationwide. And the important thing is that, as Sherm had mentioned, we're the first state in the nation to have passed that law that would make it prohibited for the motorcycle-only checkpoint. So we're setting a good precedence across the state. So if we can just really pay attention to this noise thing that's coming out again from Northampton, it will help others across the nation. So one last thing is we were really surprised. I was hoping that it'd be a conference where I could just take it easy and sit in the back of the room and fall asleep if I wanted to. However, that wasn't necessarily the case. The state of New Hampshire, or Nhmro, was presented with the State Legislative Award of the Year. This plaque was presented to us for our efforts, for overcoming the noise bill and the helmet bill last year. So it was due to our friends in Concord, being Sherm and former Senator Letourneau, as well as all of you. So this plaque belongs to all of us.
Forgot to tell me about that, didn't you?
Surprise! Hey, I was surprised, so.
Chairman, you want that?
That's very good. Thank you, Candy. I'm going to repeat myself again about the membership. We do have on the website PayPal. That seems to be working. You can renew. You can get people to join. Go right onto the website. They can join through that. Excuse me. I know a lot of people can't make it to the meetings, family obligations, or something comes up. You can just let everybody know that if they want to join, they can join through the website and do the membership through there. We're still running the Sentinel program. Every 5 new members that you get to sign up equals to 1 year free of your membership. just make sure that they notify us on who turned them on to us, and we keep a tally on that. Anybody have any old business?
Oh, Brockton. We got the proclamation there.
There you go.
Oh, come on.
Go ahead, it's
Come on.
We were fortunate enough to once again have a proclamation signed by the governor making May Motorcycle Awareness Month. So we have the proclamation on the table here if you'd like to take a peek at it. Another really noticeable, I hope, thing is the roadside signs that were on the highways. If you notice, for the first 2 weeks, we had on the signs, motorcycle awareness, be aware, share the road with motorcycles. So slowly, we're trying to get some ground covered in this awareness effort. If you've gone out to our website, you'll notice that we do have a picture with the governor, Sherman, Joanne, and I, and Representative Frank Holden, who's become a very good friend of ours. So be sure to keep an eye out or keep an ear out for his name. He's very, very friendly to us. Anything else? They're killing me here. We were fortunate to have a nice little surprise. I'm sure some of you have noticed. We have this camera running over here. Carl Howard has set us up with a taping for Scorch TV. I'm not sure how many of you watch it, but it's a really interesting show. So we went down this week and we're guests on that show. It will be aired, I think it's the second...
June 5th.
June 5th? Next Friday. So be sure to keep your ears and eyes open for that. And that's Friday nights, 11:30?
12 o'clock on Retro Television.
12 o'clock on Retro Television.
Right
So
after Barney Miller.
right after Barney Miller. I mean, who could miss that, right? Barney Miller. So you definitely want to check that out. If you end up not being able to watch it, it is streamed off of their PFG TV. See, I got it, huh? It's streamed off of their website. I will also put a link on our website over to that, so have to check it out. It was a lot of fun. We had a blast. Anything else?
Thank you, Candy. We're going to move on to new business, unless anybody has any more old business. Well, covered all that.
Yeah, events.
All right, she just about covered all the new business. Thank you, Candy. Going to move on to events. Get an update from Tom. He's very close accountant here. He was trying to sneak out, but I ain't gonna let him get away.
So far.
He's right in there.
How you doing, everybody? June 11th, I think all of you know, we're going to have our third annual Nhmro Bike Week kickoff party. We've had it at the Deer Head the last 2 years, and very thankful for them for hosting it. But this year, Macris Lobster Pound is off at their facility, so we decided to move it north just to try to get a little closer to the action. Same venue for the most part. We're going to have the red, white, and blues playing. We're going to be doing some raffles. What's wrong with this? Food, et cetera, et cetera. And I know you always hear, support your organization, support your organization. The way this works, we make a little bit of money off everything. We make a little bit off the food, we make a little bit off the raffles, we make a little bit off the donations at the door. So if you just stop by, have a burger and a beer, and you are helping. And it's a slow nickel approach, but as they say, a slow nickel sometimes beats a fast dime. The only way these work is if everybody's there. So please spread the word, tell everybody you know. It's a party with a purpose. We'll have all our normal stuff there available, memberships, etc.
Looking for raffle donations if people want to help chase this.
The only thing, the only thing I'm actually been scrambling to do, I've been working out of town, so I've been a little behind in getting raffle donations. So if anybody knows a business that might be able to offer something that we can put on the raffle table, please let me know. This is it.
That's about it.
That's about it.
Someone asked what time it started.
1 o'clock. We're going to do 1 to about 7, and then Macros has their own band at night.
We get all the proceeds from the raffle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we get all the proceeds from the raffles. We get a portion of the food. We're going to let them do the food this year instead of us taking care of it. They've been very accommodating, so we support them for sure. They've helped us. There was one thing I was just going to say. I forget. Anyway, this is also a good opportunity to use our incentive program. One thing we're trying to do is get memberships, and we need to go forward and get our membership numbers up. So, like I say, a party with a purpose, what better way to get some of the people involved in the organization by bringing them up to this event. So, good opportunity. Hope to see you on the 11th.
10, way back.
10 back. Yep. I'll go give 55. You do it 50-50.
Thank you, Tom.
Oops.
So we are getting close.
Bike week,
Bike week,
Monday.
Monday, from 4:30 to 7. The Mount Washington is doing, hold on.
Come on, Charlie.
Charlie's passed it on to us, but he doesn't want to talk to us.
No, it's just a cruise for motorcycles.
Right. The Mount Washington on Monday from 4:30 to 7 during Bike Week is doing a cruise for motorcyclists. It's $15 a head. For those who have never taken a ride out to Mount Washington, it's nice. I get sick in a waterbed, but I can handle that. It's really a nice trip out there, and it's a good time.
That's nice.
Well, if it works for me, it can work for everybody else.
Much action on it.
Thanks,
So
Julie.
anyway.
Moving on. Want to thank you for that info. Sounds like something interesting in doing.
Tickets $15 a head with Charlie.
You got tickets now?
I can get tickets. If you give me money, I can send you the tickets.
Alright.
yeah.
So anybody that's really interested, doing it, tackle Charlie before he leaves.
And,
He'll take your money and he'll send you some tickets.
I'm sure we can have somebody that wants to do memberships on the boat. That shouldn't be no problem at all, too. So
Cool.
if somebody
Oh,
wants to
great.
be there, take advantage of that.
Yeah, if you know who wants to join, they can have a free fall and they can join the same day.
There you go.
That's great.
Monday,
Well,
Bike
it's,
week.
I really appreciate it. This is sort of what we try to do, get everybody together. And if the weather's great, it'll be a good time. If the weather isn't, well,
Fabulous idea.
you still can be undercover on here and still enjoy.
Is it full bar or something?
No, it's not a free bar.
Just checking.
Ride for your rights, July 17th.
July 17th, we have the Ride for Your Rights run. That's going to be starting at
Here?
is Rick here?
No.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Now that I've been shamed into it. Also during Bike Week, there's a really important event that we voted on to make it an official Nhmro event, and that's the Ron Mead Toy Run. It starts at 10 o'clock out of Meredith High School. We really want to see a good showing there. Ron Mead apparently was a huge advocate for motorcyclists in the Lakes region. Very well known, very much loved in that area. So I just really like to ask all of you to try and get up Saturday morning and head on down for that toy run.
Andy, is that the first Saturday or the second?
It's the second Saturday. The first Saturday is our kickoff party on the 11th, and the 18th, right? 18th is the toy run. Again, 10 o'clock.
Thank you. Our summer meeting will be at Milford and Company's Clubhouse. These guys are great. They've been a long-time supporter of Nhmro. Any events we have, they've been there for us. Past toy runs. They've assisted in road guards. Anything that comes up, they always step up to the plate. And I am very honored that they're gonna let us have our meeting there, and after the meeting with the barbecue. And please get the word out, because I like to see a lot of people show up. And like I said, these guys are great, and they've been there for us for a long time, and I'd really like to see a lot of people show up to their home. I want to pass the mic over to Joanne.
Hi, folks. Just want to remind you, our own Nhmro tour run for the Salvation Army is September 11th. Same starting point, same ending point. I will have flyers shortly. I'm going to send them out to our county coordinators. They will be at our kickoff party also, so if you want to take them, put them up wherever bikers go, makes no difference. Banks, they have to eat. Gas stations, any place else, including, of course, motorcycle shops. But, any place that you think somebody might put a poster up, a flyer up, that's great. And I'm also going to be starting on the sponsors for the toy run. So if you have a business, you want to be on the shirt, it's only $100, and your name will be on the shirt, like the other years. So you can send in, I'll be sending out some letters to the past sponsors, but I'm sure there may be some new ones out there. So you know the address of 70 Old Dairy Road, and if you want to be a sponsor, you can just send in a check and put a notation that you want to be a sponsor for the toy run. I think that's it, unless there's any questions.
Not a question, but we voted, Manchester Motorcycle Club voted that we're going to be your road guards again this year.
Okay, thank you. I think you will see this man. And yes, you did give us a check. You were the first one to give us a check at the beginning of the year, except I wasn't here. But I did get it. So already we have one sponsor, we need a few more. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne. Sponsorship is very important on this toy run. It is our toy run. We do it every year. The sponsorship covers for the outside facilities if you need to go. To cover everything, to make this a smooth event. And it is for the kids. It's very important. And we have a good showing every year. And of course, we always ask for a better showing. And this year, anybody that can volunteer as road guide, please see me. It's very important that we have road guides to make this smooth every year. Estimated amount of road guides is minimum 32 people to make it a safe ride. We don't use all 32 because so many intersections are covered by officers, but the one year that we had that amount and we had to do a detour was a very nice slow ride and everybody enjoyed it. And this is a special event. And any volunteers for Road Guard, if you know anybody, I'd really appreciate it. That morning when we do the event, where we have our table, there's a lot in the side. That is where the road guides will park. And just let you know, I'll be out there waving my arms and pointing and stuff like that. But if you're gonna road guide, that is the parking spot. And I just hope that it'll be another safe and enjoyable event. Anybody have any new business from the floor? Other events? Anybody have any events coming up?
ALR, June 4th.
Well, the state one, it's in this book, but
Come on up. Come on up.
I'm not even sure date. Oh, God. I'm terrible.
Oh, in the calendar in the back?
Yeah, but Elena's got it screwed up. It's
Okay.
the American Legion Riders.
Hey, got a microphone.
Hey.
Hi, the New Hampshire American Legion Riders are having a statewide poker run. It's going to be leaving, I think it's at Alton on June 4th.
Yeah.
It winds up in Merrimack. I'm not too sure on that, but it is at NewHampshireALR.org. There's a calendar there. The more the merrier. It's for the Legacy Fund. If you can make it, great. Thank you.
What's the legacy fund?
It's a scholarship. It basically helps veterans' children to get scholarships, go to school. Just educational.
Good. Thank you.
Thanks for putting me on the spot.
Hey, no problem. Spread it around.
My pleasure.
From the books it's all. Yeah, let's take it from the books it's not all. All right, sorry.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yes.
Before you close the meeting, what do you say we say thanks to the Navy SEALs that did their job over in Pakistan?
Another item. Phil Throttle Saloon. It's going to be taking a space across from what's the name?
Fun spot.
The Fun Spot for Bike Week. And from my understanding, they don't allow
Motorcycle clubs.
motorcycle clubs. It's a good way of putting it in their place. So any attire or whatever either can be rejected or asked to be moved. So I don't know what they're gonna do when they come up here for Bike Week, but that's their policy.
But we've been told they're not gonna do that.
They said they're not gonna do it up here. So if that's the case, if you do approach or whatever, and that happens, just walk away. Don't get into any argument. Don't disrespect them.
603-387, no, say it. 387
603-387-5944.
5944. That's my cell number. Please call me, let me know if that happens.
That's a cell number. For good time, please call.
603.
You set yourself up, Charlie.
No, but if that...
But if you do run into that, please let Charlie know. All right,
He likes grapes.
he likes grapes.
Charlie likes grapes.
Wow.
We love you, Charlie. You do it every time.
And long walks on the beach.
But if you ever, no matter where you go, if you go to an establishment and you run into where what you're wearing, they tell you, need not come inside, or please remove. Make note who you spoke with. Don't get into an argument. Don't get people all worked up. Let us know, so we can pass the word.
Yeah, I need to emphasize that. As I told you earlier, we're working on a piece of legislation that would prevent the state of New Hampshire from telling a club owner who they can have in their establishment, what kind of attire. If any incidents happen, I need to know about it. This bill will be brought before us in January, and they're going to be working on it over the summer. So any incidents that happen in the next few months, I need to know about it, so it will reinforce us being able to move forward in a positive manner with the state.
And your cell number is?
I don't believe in cell phones.
I just got a phone number here, so.
One more time.
definitely, if anything, if you run into a problem, whatever, because the only way they can work on this is if they have something to work with. Down in Mass, this past weekend, Massachusetts, they were going to the state with certain similar problems, and they're bringing it forth, and they were told, well, we can't do anything. There's no complaints. The people that had the complaints never brought it forth, so they had nothing to work with, nothing to bring to the state, and couldn't do nothing. So now the state turns around and says, okay, this is what's going to happen, and everybody now is crying. If you drop the ball, you don't let people up here to volunteer to make this thing work for you, and you don't tell us what's going on, and you're not willing to come forth, then if our hands are tied, and you find that all these laws and legislations being pushed on your throat, only yourself to blame. And that's why we push for the membership, because the more people, there's more people out there, there's more communication. That's very important. Any other new business?
50-50?
Gonna do the 50-50 drawing. Ask this lady to draw the ticket. The winner?
Surprise!
The winner's getting $100. Not bad. $100 for the winner. And the ticket number is,
I'm impressed, I didn't get one this time.
I can read it better that way. 687 94 6 3. 687 94 63.
Chelsea, you got that thing?
You got it?
Oh, you got it.
We have a winner! Woo! She's paying off already.
9463. Very good. Thank you.
See, coming to the meetings pays off already, huh?
All right, thank you very
Wow,
much.
thank
It's
you.
donated back to the organization.
Woo!
Thank you. $40. Thank you very much.
Very good.
Platinum sponsor.
Pass the test? Yes, you did.
Joe Rizzo, attorney at law. Macris, lobster and steak. Our gold sponsors. Ted Bannis, excavation. Laconia Antique Center. Standard sponsor.
Yep, you ran out. Nice. Motion to move?
And I paid 50 cents. A standard sponsor, HK Power Sports of Hooksett, Rock and Rick's Tattoo Shop, Old Bikers Riding Club, KSU Motorcycle Gear, Lafayette Press Inc., and of course the Deerhead Sportsman Club. As a means, please show your appreciation to these sponsors. Please keep them in mind. We're looking for any service. I don't know what's happened with this mic, but we're almost done. Next meeting will be August
14th.
which will be August 14th at Milford and Company Clubhouse. I hope to see everybody there. Anybody have anything else?
Bob, this kickoff party, this magazine is listed as a Deerhead Club.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
This Ride New Hampshire we have up on the table, they have a calendar in the back of our events. It's gonna be me. It shows our kickoff
I don't know where they got that.
party. It's showing that it's here at the Deerhead. Anybody you know, just let them know where it's going to be starting off. That's a misprint. They must have took information from last year and put the current date.
I think so.
Right here, 31st week kickoff, June 11th.
Yeah. Hosted by Macros Lobster and Steakhouse.
What year is that?
What issue you got?
All right, can we deal with this later? Let's
right.
wrap it up.
Right. If nobody has anything else,
You said the meetings at Milford and Company's clubhouse. Where is that?
69 Old Oak Hill.
69 Oak Hill Road, and we're in New Hampshire. Yeah. We'll post it too on the website. Yeah, thank you.
We'll put website and email.
Hand down here, you gotta run today, I get it today. Do you post it in your bucket for the little girl? Who's gonna die out? Is that this Monday?
That was, I'm sorry, no. Let me explain.
I'm sorry about that. What you're looking at are, I was approached by a member who doesn't have access to email. So those are copies of emails that I had sent out in the past to try and bring people up to date. So that run or that event that you're talking about, that was May 1st. So apologies on that.
Yeah, sorry about that. That event did go on. The spaghetti dinner, I did attend that, and it was a good time, and they did very well. And those that did show up, really appreciate it, because it was, Mike appreciated it from RPMs, and it was really special to see how many people actually did show up to support this.
Memberships and t-shirts.
Don't forget, still after the meeting, membership. We do have t-shirts up here, some patches, pins, and the proclamation is up there so you can view. We even got some, what do you call those little wraparound cozy coolers to keep your refreshment nice and cool.
See, this other one's right underneath it, the real one.
I don't know where they got it from.
Anybody, anything else?
That's old, it's the 35th anniversary.
Well, then, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I don't know.
Second?
I don't know.
All those in favor, you can move with your feet. Thank you very much for coming
I don't know where
today.
they got that from.
Call the number for